All right. So my friend Malachi's in town. He started liking this game. I picked up 3 boxes. He was out and about, so we have 1 box left to crack with him here. So welcome to Rathe. First set that came.
Hope. Where you got it from?
Huh?
Which shop you got it from?
I got it from my friend Paul. Paul's a great guy. Shout out to Paul. I hope we pull a Mask of Momentum out of this. So this used to be a very difficult box to get your EV out of. So Tunic and Rainbow Foil, a couple other cards, but Mask of Momentum I'll take because it's super hot right now because of all the ninjas, which, by the way, I gave you some more stuff from the Uprising stuff. Malachi's going to take most of the contents of this box because I have 5K boxes full of this trash, as we'll call it, but great set to start with. I cracked Arcane Rising already, which is a set that I love. He's going to take some of that stuff too, but so I'm going to go ahead and take this Dull Razor because I'm emo and I've been, wetting it with this. So, yeah. So Mask of Momentum, Tunic, I would love to see Tunic. We would obviously love to see E-Strikes out of this. We'd like to see some ton of shit, actually.
Okay, so I don't know anything about opening FAB.
Okay.
So in Pokemon, you do the ritual. Like
So some people will pack trip. There are, but most of us don't do. We just skip right to them. So super easy pack. I'm gonna open a couple. I'll let you try to open a couple, and we'll explain what's going. So you'll notice that there's an order when you open these up right away. So typically your token's gonna be in the back, but so you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, common. These are typically all generics. So you see generic action, anyone can use these. And then you'll have an equipment. I usually set my equipments off the side, and then you're going to do 2 rares, and then your foil slot. And your other rare slot could be, they used to have secret rares and majestics, but they eventually swapped out secret rares. Now they're just all majestics or rares. And you can also get, obviously, like the legendary stuff. So, all right, trash. Great card, especially if you're drafting. Anybody who drafts knows Sigil of Solace is great. Instant speed lets you gain some life back, and it's in foil, so that just makes it better. But now that we have all this stuff with the foil cards getting you DQ'd, it's going to be a problem. And the rest.
Why does it get you DQ'd?
So a lot of them, if you notice, you see the warp in this. The other cards are flat.
Oh, okay.
So if you're playing a deck, they're considered marked. And there's a card I play specifically called Eye of Ophidia, which is a fabled card. And technically there is a non-foil version of it. It's a fabled version, but that's drastically more expensive. You're talking like $5,000. So if you're playing a deck and that's the marked card in it, we had friends of ours locally, they got DQ'd out of the tournament because of that card. When the rules now stipulate that you can go to a judge and get a proxy card made, but the rules currently say at their discretion, which I don't think you should let a human have the discretion. It should either be a rule or not.
Yeah.
Because if he had a bad morning or a guy like me took his girl from him, he's like, you're not getting a proxy, you're DQ'd. But then the rest of them will be class. So this is a brute card, this is a ninja card, guardian card, warrior card, brute card, ninja card, guardian card, and this is a ninja token. So you'll have this one too since you like ninjas. This is the adult version and the young version. We don't mess with young versions around here.
I like adult ones.
Yeah, I like adults, but these are all common ones too.
I'm gonna keep on opening. I'm gonna get my glasses.
Good. Malachi's an old man and he has terrible eyesight, so he has to go get some glasses. I'm going to keep going. Wounded Nimblism. Hardened Cross Strap. One of my favorite cards, unfortunately, banned in Blitz. I am a Rhinar player, so unmovable. You love to see this. Damn, my common slot of foils is great for drafting. Should just put all these together. Paul, I got you a Dawn Blade, but it's not one you want. So Malachi, so this is unlimited edition. So the cold foil stuff you saw I had, you can't get them out here. You can get rainbow foil version of them, but the cold foils are only available in the first edition, which makes them different. This is such a good card for draft. So this is unmovable. Both these cards are amazing in draft. This is a great card, and just anything, great piece of equipment. Where's Valor? This trash. Biting.
So are you looking for anything in particular out of this box?
Mask of Momentum, which is a legendary for ninjas. Also looking for Tunic in a rainbow foil, which is a stable. The one I told you I was buying 1 or 2 of a week. That I had a bunch of.
So I mean, same thing with
E-Strike is a card you want to see, and Lightning Strike is it's a phenomenal card. It's got some value. Scar for Scar, great in Draft 2 also. This is one of my favorite cards of the game also. I just picked up these in cold foil as well. Oh, look at me with my finger from touching my eye. Sorry, y'all. I have my eye got hurt, and I have like some shit on it, so I'm going to get out of here. One of my favorite cards. All right, Spinal Crush, great card. Everybody knows if you're playing Guardian, you hate seeing this across the table. Snatch, we all love Snatch. In the original version, it was pink, so people would just shout, "Pink Snatch." Yeah. This since this is a Majestic, so see how it's got the red M at the bottom versus like a blue R. So the blue is rare. Commons are just the C, and then Majestic, this is slightly harder to get. You'll get less of these per box, but this is an annoying card if you're playing against Starvo or Oldham to see across the table.
Now, is there any rituals with the order of the packs at all? Or anything like
Not that we know of yet. We don't think that the packs are mapped so much. Some people, maybe some of the earlier editions of like the Unlimited or the first edition stuff there might be. There is Bravo. He's actually pretty solid. I actually played him for the first time at the premiere. I played some sealed. And I see why people like him. He's very easy to pilot. Oh, another one of those good ones. Smash Instinct, I actually play with this. I play with Wrecker Romp too because I play Brute. And in fact, I just realized the Sigil of Solace needs a sleeve too because I always sleeve rare or better in the rainbow section. This card's great. Let me see. I down another Smash Instinct too. But see, you'll notice blue, yellow.
Oh.
There's also a red. So if you'll notice, there'll be slight differences. Like this one has less power than this one, and the red one has another power. But this pitches for 3, this pitches for 2, that one pitches for 1. So
I've never seen that. As far as like from cards or card games, I usually play. One card has it's across the board, but it is what it is, not like
so what they what they did with this was they gave every card a resource. So this card can attack, it can defend, it can be pitched for resources. So remember in Magic you had to have mana. So there's no lands in this to tap for mana. Just this card will pitch for 2. So if you have a deck that needs a lot, you might run a lot more blues because they pitch for 3 and this thing costs 3. But if you have a bunch of stuff that costs 0 to play, you don't need a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that just comes in when you're learning like resource curving and stuff, just like Magic or did Pokemon? No, Pokemon you just brought them off the bench, didn't you?
On ones, I believe you have to have like a certain type of card in order to play it.
If you were drafting and you open this up, what are you taking? That's great. Time Snap Potion. All right, another Majestic too. This is for Ninja. It's a great card. You're playing, this is with Katsu. It's his specialization. So this actually specifically says Katsu specialization. So you can only play this card if you're playing Katsu.
Okay.
Because it does maybe, and there he is.
Perfect.
And then Time Snap.
That's a crazy art too. I like the.
Which one? The Nimblism? Super cool. Pack Hunt, great card. I play it in red because Brute, I'll show you the whole thing with Rhino where he wants more 6s than anything. Which Hayden, I tried to put the blue Savage Feast in. I don't know how you do it. I get it. The resource is great, but it just scares the hell out of me.
Has there been any characters that you want to try to play, but you just don't vibe with them well, I guess? Or like you just not into their style of play?
All of them. I tried Dorinthia, and I didn't do well, so I took it. Speaking of, this is another great Brute card. Dorinthia, so when I first got shown Welcome to Rathe Alpha, I didn't like it because it was karate punch, karate kick, and I was like, I don't care about this trash. And then once I got into it later on, if they'd have showed me Arcane Rising or Crucible, there's like Viscera, there's like, dark, Shadow Rune Blades and stuff. I'm like, that's super up my alley. But the first stuff I saw was like, looked like hand-to-hand combat, looked like Shadow Fist, like an old game from like a defunct game from the 90s. But Dorinthia, I tried playing her. I didn't care much for her. I got to quit putting those in that slot. So I went and I swapped from her to Bravo, and Bravo Guardian is very fatiguey and blocky. You just block everything, swing for 1 big hit a turn until you pull out something like a Crippling Crush or Spinal Crush. It does like 10 damage and makes them discard 2 cards. It's just very difficult to go against a lot of decks, just, especially in draft, just don't have a way really around them if you draft very well. All right, so this is a secret one, Last Ditch Effort, not my favorite card. Scar for a Scar, foil is always great, even though it's a common.
So so again, don't know much about Fab, but like So certain Pokemon, or even so they put out Pokemon boxes that have a certain theme to them.
These all do,
They all have themes.
Yeah, so this first one is very basic. You have Dorinthia, you have Katsu, you have Bravo, and you have Rhinar. So he's Brute, she's Warrior, he's Ninja, he's Guardian.
Okay.
But then they started spawning into the other sets and these supplemental sets where you started getting Room Blades, and they started mixing them. You'd get like a Wizard that's also Ice and Elemental. So it expanded quick. But so for a first set, when I'm looking at this, I'm like, it's Dungeons and Dragons, bro. I'm good. So
they have like subclasses though.
Yeah, it's definitely expanding, which is great. It's in a totally different place right now. This is Rhinar. I play him a lot. But so and as you can imagine, like anything else, people want to. Oh, I want all my whole deck to be foil. They want to show.
Yeah,
I want to show out. I want to play it on the private jet, all foils.
Yeah, real fancy.
Yeah, strippers on my lap. What do we get? Disabled. Disabled's not bad. So this box, as y'all can tell right now, is not amazing. This is why it's a hard box to open, because they'll usually say legendary or bust. If you don't get a legendary card out of this, you did not get your money back on this box. So, but Master Momentum just went up recently a lot, so if you get that, it actually could damn near pay off a case. So we don't ever really mind that too much. Barraging, I play with those a lot. God, putting these in the common slot. To do it again? Yeah, what is it? No, that's a rare. That's a rare too. I gotta stop doing that. You can obviously feel free to reach through. These are all the commons and stuff to see the section.
Is there anything that you would want to see them add to the game, I guess? Or do you have like any cool thoughts where it's like, oh, I would love to see this type of style added into it, or this?
Well, jokingly, I keep saying if they made Shadow Mechanologists, because Shadow, they tend to have a thing called Blood Debt, which they can play from their Banish Zone, and then Mechanologists have a thing when they want to boost to get bonuses, they banish a card to their Banish Zone. So if you could banish to get the pluses, but then also have the Shadow ability going, okay, now I can also play out of my Banish Zone. I don't know if that's too powerful. Okay, we got a secret rare rainbow foil. This is not the greatest card. At one point I'm sure it was super cool, but again, pulling Majestics or supers and foil, not super duper common per box, so getting any of them is great. Crack Fobble, this card's kind of a joke. I actually want to hold this up against one of the new ones too, because I heard every one that they launch, this gets more and more cracked. Every set when they put another one in.
And it's like...
Yeah, it keeps getting worse and worse. Eventually it's going to be Ashes. But.
So in Yu-Gi-Oh, they have like toon versions.
What's a toon version?
So a toon version is like,
Ooh, great card. Great card. Tell them that's a great card. I wish it was in the rainbow slot, but it's not. But so this card, for 1, it pitches for 2, actually blocks for 2, which is dope. You get to just draw 2 cards. But if you play it from your arsenal zone, you gain a life for each card in your hand when you cast it, which is
so if you're
insane.
Holding,
If you got your full, so what you want to do is put it in arsenal, have 4 cards, hit it, draw 2, and then gain 6 life.
Yeah, sick.
Which can turn a game around. Any equipment in foil I always think is just dope.
Yeah.
Because equipment stays on the board, so it's always good to have it look good. Yeah, there you go, the drip.
Drips forever. So a toon, so there's Blue Eyes White Dragon. They have a toon version of it. The toon one is a specialty.
He gonna open a ninja because he likes ninjas.
As a specialty version of the card, or like a certain version of the card.
Hey, put your hand in there, man. He's trying to slide cards out. Look at him.
That has, do these open a certain way?
So the easiest way to do it is to hold the pack here and pull that.
Hold the pack here.
Yeah, it's gonna make like a butthole pucker.
And then, let's see. How do I open them?
You want me to start it for you?
Yeah, there you go. I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't want to bang your shit out.
So this box is trash. Send them all.
The toon one.
You want to flip them over?
Flip like this?
Yeah, so 4 cards and then an equipment.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then
These go there, commons. The next one's going to be a rare. Trash. So that can go here. No here. Savage Feast, trash, but I still play it. Razor Reflex, foil is dope.
I like that card.
in red, it's used a lot in ninja decks. But so this one will go here, that one will go here, and then the rest of them go in that pile. Okay. Wrecker Romp, I saw Wrecker Romp, I like that.
So the toon version will have like a special.
You like ninja, right?
Like attribute to it, like it can't be attacked by like a normal type or like a certain type.
We're gonna side by side. Come on.
So it would just be
it would be interesting to see. Oh,
Okay.
we got,
Pretend it's a pair of panties, Malachi.
rip them off. Well, then I'll use my teeth.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. Y'all heard it here first, guys. Over here.
And then
Flip them over.
this will boom, boom.
Great card. One. Oh, Jesus Christ. That for draft also is great. 3. What do you get? Great piece of head. Barraging beatdown. I play that a lot. So that's going to go rare. This is, I think that's heat. See red razor reflex. That's a great one to always see too.
So I guess just the same character but a different version of it, like a I don't know how to explain, like a remix.
All right, so there kind of is that. There's a character named Starvo who is Bravo, but it's called Star of the Show.
Okay.
And they gave him a lot of extra prizes, and they're saying that they're going to start doing more of that, which is cool. And then that's kind of what. So the young and adult isn't really much different. It's this one's not the same on both sides. It's just less life total, so that you can play blitz. Rainbow forward. This box sucks. Yeah. So that treatment, people call him Starvo, Bravo Star of the Show. That treatment is coming to other characters, which is cool because that means we're going to get these. So the funny thing is, he just got Living Legends, meaning you can no longer play him in some formats. Actually, in damn near any of them now. I actually play Sand Sketch Plan. Great. And it's a secret rare. But he became a problem. He was way too powerful. But because when they were designing him, other cards hadn't been banned yet, he wasn't a problem. So he got into the world, and he became a super problem in this game because they banned other cards that were too powerful. And he was just so close to hitting Living Legend status, they just let it go. But it's just kind of funny that they were just like, when we were designing this character, he was like a level 2 character, tier 2 character at the best. And it's like, that's crazy because he came in and damn near ruined the game. Barkbone strapping in Rainbow Foil, I like that. I actually play that because it is also brute equipment. I have hardened cross straps and cold foil that I can't play anymore. It's unfortunate. Not the cheapest card. I'm feeling like we need a legendary. Let's see, what do we got? One more ninja for you. Pull a tunic for me, or a mask of momentum.
Yeah, sure.
I need an E strike. I need something. You got to earn your crack in here.
I like the feel on the case.
Cranial Crust. Oh, Tectonic Plating. There we go. Legendary. Legendary Rainbow Foil. This card I was just talking about got banned. All right, so what do you got? Rare, and a Rekarant. Cool. So make sure you separate those, though. That'll go here. Rare go here.
Rare.
And then is this common, but actually play that. Tectonic Plane, so we hit.
Let's go over here.
Yeah, so we hit a big boy. This is a legendary for Guardian. So you have to be Guardian to play it, and legendary, obviously that, and it's a little foily. Doesn't look any different. So if this was a first edition box, this would have the cold foil.
Okay.
So that's the difference in them all. But that's a good card. Tectonic Plating actually is doing fairly good right now. It's not Mask of Momentum, it's not Tunic, but it definitely takes for the box, which is great. Anytime you do that, it's a win. Another card I love. Blue Savage Feast, speaking of it. Hayden, I still can't get behind this, Mr. Dale. I still can't. It's so hard. But I feel like it's a lot like playing Channel Mount Heroic Briar and playing certain Earth cards. You're playing them because you have to. Snapdragon, what a way to go out. That's great. And Blue Snatch. All right, y'all, and that's a box. We're going to go through this, and Malachi's basically going to take everything that's not in this pile. So do not need more of this. All right, take it easy, guys.